Okay, so now we're talking real number system. Which of the following numbers are integers? Integers, you remember, are the numbers that fit on a beautiful, perfect number line. Okay, just these pretty numbers. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put everything into the calculator that we need to. So that way we know what we get. This is 5.5, negative 12. So let's put in the next one. We don't have to put in negative 12. We already know what that is. Negative 3 divided by 2 is negative 1.5. And let's put in 15 divided by 3, which is 5. And then the other two are already in the right form. So let's look. This is definitely an integer. This is definitely an integer. This is definitely an integer, and this is definitely an integer. Both of these, the 5.5 and the negative 1.5, are rational, but they are not integers. All right, so let's go on to the next one. It says, which letter could best be replaced with 2? So they're talking about the number 2. And it says best, so that means the most specific spot for the number 2. And if you remember, the further you get down, the more specific things get. Everything up here is very broad and wide, but down here it's very specific. So I would always look and say 2 hairs. So that means number 2 would replace the letter D. It is definitely a natural number, and that is the best place for it. Okay, so let's go on to our next one. It says the set of numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on belongs to which set of real numbers? Well, we know if we've got that 0 plus all of the natural numbers that they've got to be whole numbers, all right? So you know that integers are the perfect number line, but they have negatives, and our example did not, all right? And then whole numbers, of course, is what we chose. Natural numbers starts with the number 1. If you can say the word hair or hairs after it, it's a natural number. And irrational numbers, you know, are like pi, or they're like imperfect square roots, decimals that go on forever. All right, so let's see what the next one is. Okay, it says which set of numbers contains 1/7 and 0.25. So the first thing we're going to do is put 1/7 in our calculator. Let's see what it does. 1 divided by 7, is 0.142857, 1429. Now the scary thing about this is when you use your calculator, I want you to cover up that last number. And if you look, 142857, it's going to repeat. And you know it's going to repeat because it started out as a fraction. So all fractions and all decimals that stop are rational numbers. That one was kind of tough because when you look at 1/7, it seems like it might go on forever, but it doesn't. If it can be written as a fraction, remember that it is always going to be some kind of rational. We don't know what kind, it might get more specific, but it is definitely rational. And a decimal that stops, like 0.25, is definitely rational. Okay? Oh, so that's the end of that section, and we'll go on to our next video.